Kubota Diesel RTV, huge woodworking shop, guns, pontoon, Kubota, zero-turn mower, and more. Contact Brass and St. Louis Auctions for more details.
Your weather forecast 24/7 on WJFW.com.
Right now on Newswatch 12 today, the University of Wisconsin officially named their 30th chancellor yesterday. We'll learn more about her. Plus,
we're starting off on the clear side this morning, but we are seeing some rain farther down toward the south. Could this move in? Your full forecast is coming up.
And Abbott Nutrition is working with the FDA to open their facility again amid a baby formula shortage. It's Tuesday, May 17th.
Your local news and weather from where you live. Newswatch 12 today starts now.
Good morning and thank you for starting your day with us. I'm Kevin Kraft. Well, walking outside last night or overnight, it was definitely brisk out there as temperatures have fallen back into the 30s, and it's going to be cool once again today. To find out more, let's go over to Devin Biggs in our weather center. And Devin, I guess cool may not be the right word, but it's definitely cooler than it was last week at this time.
I think it's fair to use the word cool out there. I think our average low should be closer to 40 degrees. We'll check that shortly, but definitely a little bit cooler than what it has been recently, though. But we are seeing no clouds this morning. I know we'll be seeing a nice sunrise within the next little while. But we are watching the radar, though, because we are going to be clear for most of today with, again, some clouds moving in later on in the day, too. But at least we'll be dry, at least until tonight, though. We'll be watching some of this energy off toward the west. It's going to be moving in our direction with chances for a few rain showers. And it'll be kind of a tricky system, though, so you might notice some rain from time to time. Other areas may not notice some at all. So it's going to be very hit and miss later on tonight, into the daytime tomorrow, whether you see rain or if you don't see rain, and depending on the timing that happens, too. But temperatures, though, definitely a little bit cooler out there than at this time yesterday. We're at freezing in Tomahawk, middle 30s, and Rhinelander, though, middle 40s in Wausau, where it's just a little bit warmer. But temperatures will rebound rather nicely today under a partly cloudy sky again, and temperatures may get into the middle 60s.
Thanks, Devin. 2 children are seriously injured after an ATV crash in rural Pepin County near Eau Claire on Sunday. The Pepin County Sheriff's Office said a 9-year-old girl and a 3-year-old boy were taken to the hospital after the ATV they were driving hit a tree in a yard on private property around noon on Sunday. The crash happened after the 9-year-old was helping the 3-year-old drive the ATV. Both children were wearing helmets and were thrown from the ATV when it crashed. Police told NBC in Eau Claire that the injuries were serious and critical. Names will not be released due to both crash victims being children. Authorities say an off-duty police officer from Cleveland fatally shot a teenager in self-defense in Milwaukee during an armed robbery attempt. Milwaukee police say the 17-year-old boy was in possession of a firearm when he was shot shortly after midnight Sunday on the city's north side. Officials said that they are still looking for 2 suspects in the case. The teenager who died and the 38-year-old officer have not been identified. Police did not release any further details about the shooting. Cleveland Police Union President Jeff Fulmer told WJW-TV the officer is not in custody because the use of force appears to be justified. The Bureau of Indian Affairs approved the placing of 33 acres of Beloit land into trust for the Ho-Chunk Nation's casino project. The move allows for the building of the casino on a portion of the 70-plus acres purchased by the Ho-Chunk Nation for a casino, hotel, conference center, water park, and multiple restaurants. It is a project 30 years in the making. Former Governor Tommy Thompson signed a contract with Ho-Chunk Nation for this casino back in 1992. Much of the wait over the past decade has been on approval to place the land into trust, which allows for the construction of a casino. Construction will create 3,000 jobs, and when complete, the casino will create 1,300 jobs for the area. The groundbreaking and project launch is anticipated to happen in the next several months. UW-Madison officially has a new chancellor. Dr. Jennifer Mnuchin was named to the role on Monday. Mnuchin was previously the dean of the law school at UCLA. She becomes UW's 30th chancellor. Officials said the UW System Board of Regents voted unanimously to approve her. Mnuchin replaces outgoing Chancellor Rebecca Blank, who is leaving UW for Northwestern. Mnuchin will begin her tenure on August 4th. And just after Dr. Mnuchin was announced as the next chancellor at UW-Madison, Assembly Speaker Robin Vos issued a statement decrying the Board of Regents' unanimous choice as, quote, blatantly partisan. To back his claim that the UCLA Law School dean's selection was partisan, Vos pointed to two issues where he argued her actions were not in line with GOP stances. Vos pointed to tweets Mnuchin had written that praised critical race theory. He also criticized her support of vaccine mandates at the university. Mnuchin responded to Vos by saying in a statement, quote, I plan to work with all members of the state legislature, regardless of party, to help meet our common goal of moving the university and the state forward. What is the government doing to get baby formula to infants who need it? The Biden administration now has more details to answer that question. Multiple government agencies and private companies are unveiling plans to address the shortage, but some families could be struggling to feed their babies for weeks. And as Amy Kiley reports, critics say the administration should have taken more action months ago.
We're doing everything we can 24/7 to work on this.
These companies and government agencies say they're employing new strategies to ease the nation's baby formula shortage. The Justice Department has asked a court to approve a consent decree. It would reopen an Abbott formula plant with FDA supervision. February recalls and the closure of that Michigan facility are at the center of the crisis.
We're working closely with Abbott to get that plant that was shut down up and operating as soon as possible.
Abbott says it could resume operations there 2 weeks after getting the green light, but it'll take weeks more for supply to reach store shelves. The FDA says it's also relaxing restrictions on some baby formula imports.
That supply, so long as it's safe, will be able to make it into the U.S.
The White House says it's working with other domestic manufacturers to maximize output, and the American Academy of Pediatrics is offering emergency feeding recommendations. It says most babies older than 6 months can have up to 24 ounces of whole cow's milk a day, and those closer to a year can drink toddler formula for a few days. The Pentagon says it's trying to help military families.
The Defense Commissary Agency is working to ensure that all orders for overseas and remote stores receive baby formula shipments.
Critics say the Biden administration should have acted sooner. It says it did, but when pressed for details,
I don't have anything specific for you to point to.
I'm Amy Kiley reporting.
Coming up in international news, border officials have closed down a tunnel to Mexico believed to be a major drug route. Plus, Palestinian and Israeli forces clashed on Monday night in Jerusalem. Those stories and more news from around the world when we come back.
Transform your space with 11% off easy updates from Menards. Choose from our huge selection of Tarkett waterproof vinyl plank, easy to install sheet vinyl, and durable laminate flooring that stands up to everyday life. Save 11% on Tarkett flooring. Brighten up your room with LED light bulbs from Fight. These 60-watt equivalent bulbs are long-lasting and will save on energy costs. Hurry in, a 4-pack is only $3.99 after 11% rebate at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
What does expert HVAC installation look like to you? Having a perfect reading nook on a humid day? A place to enjoy the view on a cold winter day? With a carrier system installed by Dahlquist, your home will be comfortable from room to room. Plus, you'll be getting expert installation of a system brought to you by the people who invented modern air conditioning. Contact Dahlquist today for your carrier. Turn to the experts.
Wet basement got you down? Is that damp, musty odor preventing you from using your home the way you want to? A wet, damp basement is a real problem that can worsen asthma and allergies, affect indoor air quality, and even damage your valuables. Let SureDry protect your home. When it comes to basements, nobody does it better. SureDry will transform your basement into dry, usable space and improve the air quality of your entire home. Call SureDry today.
Garden season is here. Stop at 4th Floral on North Brown Street in downtown Rhinelander. For over 120 years, our family has been growing the hardy plants that thrive in northern Wisconsin, all grown on-site in our own greenhouses. Visit us for locally grown flowers, vegetables, and hanging baskets. We have garden accessories and gifts and great gardening advice to make your yard a beautiful oasis at 4th Floral on North Brown Street in downtown Rhinelander.
And welcome back. So it's a nice start to the morning here. A little bit cooler out there though, but thankfully no clouds to talk about at this point though. Everything's further off towards the south and west. But meanwhile though, we are watching rain showers across parts of Minnesota and parts of Iowa. This will stay toward the south for most of today with the clouds staying away from us for a while too. But we will be watching for some more clouds moving in rather soon with the rain in parts of Minnesota and parts of Iowa as well. But zooming things out, it's a busy setup right now with high pressure right overhead, keeping things clear for us, pushing all this right here further down toward the south. But again, we're going to be watching this front that's going to be moving off to the east and a little bit more activities that's going to be moving in our direction as well. And we do have chances for storms that will be on the way soon as well. But temperatures a lot cooler out there this morning, the upper 30s, even some lower 40s out there, even middle 40s in Wausau and also in Marshfield though. So temperatures cool. You might need a jacket as you head out the door for work or school this morning. Our average high is now 67 degrees. We'll get close to that today in the middle 60s before we cool off a little bit on Wednesday to the upper 50s with rain chances on the way. Then back in the upper 60s Thursday, middle 60s now for Friday, and then lower to middle 50s, really cooling off a little bit as we get towards Saturday and Sunday, but longer range forecast even beyond Monday, showing us warming back up into the 60s and possibly even some 70s. The winds are going to be picking up a little bit though, getting up to around, getting a little gusty up to around 15 miles per hour, and just a few spots coming up soon, especially as we're going to be watching for our next system moving in. So this is actually going to be for Wednesday morning. So today we're calm. It's going to be later on, and we're going to be watching for a little bit of that wind. It's going to be moving in with this next system that'll be moving through. So today, no wind. Tomorrow, a little bit of wind we'll be watching out for. But again, today, though, looking pretty good out there with a partly cloudy sky mainly during the afternoon. The rain staying away from us until tonight, though, before it moves in from west-east by around 3 to 4 o'clock in the morning. Then once we get this through, by around the afternoon period, things calm down. But then by Wednesday evening, though, watching for a few showers. Some of those may get heavy from time to time, too. Then Thursday, we look pretty good, at least in the morning period, though. But then Thursday night, things get a little goofy as we're going to be watching for a very strong front that will be moving in, though. Then by Thursday evening, some rain showers and thunderstorms possible. Then early Friday morning, some of these thunderstorms could get strong to severe. So we'll be watching for that early in the morning on Friday. It might be a rude wake-up call for some of us before we finally get this thing out of here. And this is what that map looks like at this point. This is a few days out. Yeah, note this is for Thursday's outlook. Note today is Tuesday at this point, so we're going to be watching for that as it does develop. But for today, partly cloudy, highs in the middle 60s, north breeze only at about 5 miles per hour. Later on tonight, though, rain showers will be on the way, lows falling into the lower 40s, and a southeast breeze at about 5 miles per hour. Already a Northwoods Furniture and Mattress 7-day forecast. Rain chances Wednesday into Thursday as well. Thursday night to Friday, the thunderstorms are possible. Some of those could get strong to severe, though the Friday chance for storms will be mainly in the morning. We're dry for the weekend, but a little bit cooler.
Thanks, Devin. New video shows violent confrontations between Palestinians and Israeli forces in Jerusalem on Monday night. At least 70 Palestinians were injured. The violence erupted around the funeral of 23-year-old Walid al-Sharif, who died Saturday in the hospital from injuries sustained during unrest at Jerusalem's Al-Aqsa Mosque compound last month. Israeli forces set up roadblocks at the entrances of the Aqsa Mosque compound and a cemetery, preventing mourners from reaching the mosque and the cemetery. Scuffles and beatings started as the funeral procession continued towards a cemetery where Palestinians started throwing rocks and bottles at police. Police responded with tear gas, stun grenades, and rubber bullets. The confrontations continued for almost an hour, with Palestinians throwing rocks and shooting fireworks. Border officials have shut down a tunnel used to smuggle drugs into the U.S. The U.S. Attorney's Office says the 1,800-foot tunnel ran from a home in Tijuana to a warehouse south of San Diego, where an exit point was carved out of the cement floor. Investigators say the sophisticated drug tunnel was equipped with a railing system, an electric grid, and a ventilation system. About 1,700 pounds of cocaine, more than 160 pounds of meth, and 3.5 pounds of heroin were seized from the warehouse. The drugs had an estimated street value of $25 million, and 6 people have been indicted on drug charges in connection with the tunnel's discovery. The Biden administration is making it easier for families to visit relatives in Cuba. The State Department says it is reinstating the Cuban Family Reunification Parole Program and increasing visa processing. It is also lifting the family remnants cap of $1,000 per quarter. That means more money can be donated to support Cuban entrepreneurs and expand their businesses. Biden pledged in 2020 to reverse the Trump-era Cuban policies. Well, coming up in medical news, the CDC is updating their testing guidance for traveling. We'll have more on that. Plus, COVID cases around Wisconsin are going back up. We'll hear what health officials around the state are saying. Those stories and more health news when we return.
Need a new boat or outboard? Then it's time to trade and upgrade with Honda Marine and American Marine and Motorsports, because we need your old boat. We need to buy fishing boats, pontoons, and speedboats. So trade in your old one and upgrade into a new boat today. Come check out more boats and pontoons in stock than anywhere else in Wisconsin. Or we could help get you top dollar by selling your old boat on consignment. It's time to trade and upgrade with Honda Marine and American Marine and Motorsports, Shawano.
Sullivan's Log Home Restoration and Remodel is your choice for log home maintenance, guaranteeing you a beautiful looking home. Sullivan's does their own milling and specializes in log replacements, sandblasting, staining, and chinking. With more than 30 years of business, Sullivan's is dependable and trustworthy, carefully tending to every detail on your home. Call us today for your free on-site estimate. Sullivan's Log Home Restoration and Remodel, serving Eagle River and the surrounding areas.
Summer's here, and it's time to refresh your space, indoor or out. Get an incredible 25% off Slumberland low prices during our huge memorial sale at Slumberland. Explore our comfortable living rooms, bedrooms, dining rooms, patio, and more. Pay no interest for 5 years and get free doorstep shipping. Are you sleeping in pain but dread mattress shopping? Come to Slumberland, where each bed is rated for back support and softness. It takes all the guesswork out of finding your perfect bed.
When you're a parent, you're always on the lookout for things that can harm your kids. Like, I thought I knew where to find tobacco products. Right here in the same spot the kids stop for candy and snacks. Turns out, this isn't the only place that tobacco is trying to blend in. Backpacks and hoodies with built-in e-cigarettes, vapes that look like makeup and smartwatches. Tobacco companies are keeping young people hooked with products that hide a dangerous nicotine addiction in plain sight. Tobacco is changing parents. We've got to keep up.
Hello, this is Eric from Fireside Supper Club, located on County K, just west of Rhinelander on Town Line Lake. Providing you with an enjoyable and relaxing dining experience is very important to us. Our rustic decor and beautiful view combine for a unique and comforting cabin-like feel. We offer a diverse menu, Friday fish fry, Saturday prime rib, and specialize in steak, seafood, ribs, poultry, and more. Plus, with every entree, you get soup, salad, crackers, rolls, and mini muffins. So come visit us tonight for dinner and let us do all the cooking and dishes. Follow us on Facebook, Friends, Family, Fireside.
Alrighty, we got a contest to talk about here. This is straight from our website, Summer Fun in the Water. Submit your water photo, whether it's at the pool, the beach, or on a boat, water skiing, etc. Submit it to WJFW.com. There's a prize involved, and there will be a drawing coming up rather soon, coming up May 23rd during our evening newscast.
Thanks, Devin. The U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention wants people traveling on domestic flights to get tested for COVID-19. The CDC has updated travel guidance for the pandemic. The agency is now urging all domestic travelers to consider taking a COVID test before their trip. Previous recommendations suggested tests only for those who did not have up-to-date COVID vaccinations. According to the new guidance, the agency recommends getting tested no more than 3 days before your trip, but they really want the test to happen as close to the time of departure as possible. The CDC also recommends taking a COVID-19 test after any domestic travel that included a greater risk of being exposed to COVID, like hanging out in crowded places. You can now order more free at-home COVID-19 tests. The program allows 3 orders of at-home test kits. That's 16 tests total per residential address. The government first started offering the free at-home test in January. They announced a second round available to be shipping out in March. Now a third round of free at-home COVID-19 tests are available for order. Every home in the United States is eligible. Just go online to covid.gov to get yours today. COVID cases are on the rise again in Wisconsin. On Monday, we learned that Portage County is now experiencing a medium COVID-19 community spread. In other parts of the state, that has risen to a high level of spread. Alex Laurel from our Eau Claire affiliate has more.
After the Omicron variant's peak in January, COVID-19 cases in La Crosse County had been on the decline. County Health Officer Audra Martini says now that the weather has warmed up, COVID is once again becoming prevalent.
I think we expected a little bit of an increase just coming out of a long winter where people were a little bit more closed up, and now they're having graduations and celebrations.
The CDC is reporting La Crosse County is at a high level of community COVID spread. Winona, Vernon, and Monroe counties are also seeing cases tick back up. Valerie Williams with the Winona County Health Department believes a new Omicron subvariant is to blame.
We've kind of been watching it over in Europe and then into the Northeast and, taking over New York. And then now we're kind of getting it over and moving into, Michigan, Wisconsin, and Minnesota.
While the latest strain of the coronavirus is highly contagious, health officials say it doesn't cause severe disease. Gunderson Health System infection preventionist Megan Meller thinks the recent rise of COVID reflects a trend which may continue for the foreseeable future.
With COVID-19, it's here to stay, and there will be times where we see an increase in cases, and there will be times where we see lulls. I think it's going to take us a couple of years to really kind of pin down the characteristics of this virus, but for us to know now that it's here to stay, and how do we learn to live with it?
Health departments continue to recommend getting the vaccine to prevent COVID's further spread.
There is a community that is still really scared of this disease, and it's a large population of people who are immunocompromised or at high risk.
We hope that people don't forget that COVID is still here, and we need to continue keeping especially those who are most vulnerable safe.
As of Monday, 69% of the La Crosse County population has been fully vaccinated, while Winona County stands at 65%.
Coming up in sports, the Packers and Jair Alexander agreed to a deal yesterday. We'll have those details. Plus, the Brewers and Braves battled in a low-scoring game yesterday. We'll have a recap. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
The kitchen remodel project was a major project. After checking around, we went to Featherstone, and we were so glad we did. There was electrical work, plumbing, enlarging a doorway, and of course, all the cabinets, countertops, and fixtures. The minute I walked in the door at Featherstone, I knew I was in the right place. Featherstone coordinated every aspect of the project, the whole thing. They made it easy. And I can't say enough about how much we appreciated the personal attention Featherstone gave us.
Come to Carpet City Flooring Center's grand opening sale and receive massive savings along with free carpet installation. Take advantage of grand opening savings at the brand new Eagle River store and all existing locations. Come see why builders and designers only choose Carpet City Flooring Center for their flooring needs. And receive huge savings at the Carpet City Flooring Center grand opening sale.
Our prices will floor you.
Huge auction, Lake Tamawk, Wisconsin. Kubota Diesel RTV, huge woodworking shop, guns, pontoon, Kubota, zero-turn mower, and more. Contact Brass and St. Louis Auctions for more details.
If you're a contractor or do-it-yourselfer, make Argonne Lumber your first stop. High-quality materials, personalized service, expert staff, and delivery are just some of the things Argonne Lumber is known for. Stop in and smell the lumber at Argonne Lumber, 2 locations in Argonne and Rhinelander.
One bite of 100% Angus beef ballpark frank, and you'll say, hello, summer. Oh yeah, it's ballpark season.
Is it time to update your driveway? Contact S&B Asphalt to blacktop your driveway. An update not only looks nice, but it saves on maintenance and adds value to your property. Seal coating and blacktopping residential driveways, commercial properties, and private roads. S&B is equipped for the job. With a strong reputation as an honest company with competitive pricing, you don't need to turn anywhere else. Call S&B Asphalt today for a free estimate.
Denny's Appliance Service, serving Rhinelander, Eagle River, Minocqua, and surrounding area. 35 years of experience, prompt professional service on all brands, emergency service available.
Northern Rock Septic, servicing the Rhinelander area and north. To schedule an appointment, visit us online or call. Your champion of the Northwoods, taking appointments now.
Welcome back. The Brewers returned home yesterday for the start of a 6-game homestand. They kicked things off by welcoming in the Atlanta Braves. Freddie Peralta got the start, and it was arguably his best start of the season to the date. Peralta went 7 innings, giving up 2 hits, 1 walk, while striking out 10 and allowing no runs. Braves starter Ian Anderson was matching Peralta by putting up the zeros. Anderson went 6 innings, giving up 4 hits, 2 walks, and striking out 3. Anderson, though, would uncork a wild pitch in the bottom of the 6th inning, allowing the Brewers to get on the scoreboard. Josh Hader picked up his 14th save of the season, and Milwaukee would go on to win by a final score of 1-0. Game 2 of the 3-game series will be tonight. First pitch is scheduled for 6:40, and Adrian Hauser will get the start. The Green Bay Packers appear to have locked down one of their core pieces. Reports have surfaced of a 4-year, $84 million extension with Pro Bowl cornerback Jair Alexander. The 25-year-old star is set to receive $31 million in year 1 of the deal, a majority of that coming from a $30 million signing bonus, a new record amount for a defensive back. With that signing bonus, Alexander's base salary will be just $1 million this season. The young corner is coming off an injury-plagued season where he missed a large portion of the year with a shoulder injury. Despite that, he is still considered to be one of the best cornerbacks in the NFL. And congrats to Alexander. Great to see that they locked him up there, and the Brewers 1-0. Quite the game yesterday. Taking a turn outside to weather, it is a bit brisk this morning. I see Devin Biggs outside, and he got his coat back out. Devin, how's it feeling out there?
Yeah, I mean, definitely brisk to the point where you definitely need to at least have a jacket. The wind isn't bad at all. Our flag is not moving, but there's just enough of movement of air that where you can definitely feel it this morning. So definitely make sure that waist keep warm this morning. I probably should have grabbed my gloves too, but I left in my other coat, so I'll have to tough that out today. But otherwise, though, we were in the middle to upper 30s here in the Northwoods this morning as the sun starts to come out. Upper 30s in Medford, lower 40s in Wisconsin Rapids. The sun continuing to rise earlier and earlier. Otherwise, though, a lot of sunshine. I have to look all the way off toward the distance, though, to really see any kind of cloud cover, though, as we're looking pretty good here in the Northwoods this morning. But zooming this map out, we're going to be okay today. High pressure is going to keep this to the south until tonight. By about 3 to 4 o'clock in the morning, rain chances will begin to move in. Now, the travel forecast for today, we have upper 60s to lower 70s under a mostly sunny sky across the western parts of the state. Maybe a little bit more sunshine or a little bit more cloud cover mixed in with the sunshine for us. Temperatures in the middle 60s, about average, while farther down toward the south, some 60s, 70s, even some 50s in the forecast. A little more coming up after the break.
See the exceptional selection of jewelry at Golden Carat Jewelers. Artistic handmade jewelry by Michu and Belle Latour. Fashion-forward designs by Mira T. and Frederick Sage. The latest trends and the forever classics from Facet Barcelona, Catan, and more. Your full-service jewelry store in downtown Minocqua, Golden Carat Jewelers has a surprise for everyone.
Summer is here, and with an exciting new Toyota, you can go climbing, paddleboarding, mountain biking, zip lining, camping.
How about napping?
Of course. Sorry, I'll keep it down.
Right now, you can get 1.75% APR for 48 months on a new 2022 Toyota Corolla, Camry, RAV4, Highlander, or Tacoma.
Your summer starts here.
Toyota, let's go places.
Before treating your chronic migraine, 15 or more headache days a month, each lasting 4 hours or more, you're not the only one with questions about Botox. Botox prevents headaches in adults with chronic migraine before they even start, with about 10 minutes of treatment once every 3 months. So ask your doctor if Botox is right for you, and if a sample is available.
Effects of Botox may spread hours to weeks after injection, causing serious symptoms. Alert your doctor right away, as difficulty swallowing, speaking, breathing, eye problems, or muscle weakness can be signs of a life-threatening condition. Side effects may include allergic reactions, neck and injection site pain, fatigue, and headache. Don't receive Botox if there's a skin infection. Tell your doctor your medical history, muscle or nerve conditions, and medications, including botulinum toxins, as these may increase the risk of serious side effects.
In a survey, 92% of current users said they wish they talked to their doctor and started Botox sooner. Plus, right now, you may pay $0 for Botox. Learn how AbbVie could help you save on Botox.
You're watching News Watch 12 Today with Kevin Kraft and Devin Biggs.
Good morning, and thank you for starting your day with us. It's Tuesday, May 17th. A Milwaukee teenager is speaking out about his brush with death and the serious injury it left him after he was shot on Friday. Up to 20 people were shot just hours apart in several outbursts of gunfire near an NBA playoff game. Stephanie Haynes from our Milwaukee affiliate reports.
18-year-old Deshaun James is in a lot of pain when he stands.
Probably like a 1 through 10 is probably like an 8.
He was shot in the right hip Friday night. He says the bullet is still there and may have to stay there. He was hanging out with friends Friday night watching the Bucks downtown, and he said he got to the area of Water and Juneau Streets when he fell to the ground, he says, struck by gunfire.
I thought I had got grazed, but then I couldn't. I tried to get up again while they were still trying to shoot, but I couldn't. And my leg just felt numb.
It happened so fast, he said it was impossible to have run.
Seen some girls running in front of us. We turned around, and by the time we turned around, the guns were already in the air and they were already shooting. So we really couldn't run like fast enough. It was already in the midst of it.
Did you see who was shooting? Like, do you know him, or was it a complete stranger? Or?
No, they had masks on, and I couldn't really get a details.
He said an officer came up to help him with his wound.
He came to the hospital with me, and he stayed there for like hours. Like, he made sure I was okay. He made sure I had things to drink.
Did you ever think something like this would happen?
No. I thought that it was just going to be a regular day. We was just going to watch the game and go home.
Deshaun was one of 21 people hurt in gun violence in the entertainment district Friday night. The vice president of the Milwaukee Police Association says they had as many officers out that night as they could. And this violence is taking a toll on the force.
I plead to the mayor and to the common council, we need more officers. And they have to put the cases together, interview the victims, take the cases to the district attorney's office, go to the trial. So this is the beginning of a long process that we don't have the staffing for.
And the Milwaukee Police Association vice president also says Milwaukee police are short roughly 50 detectives, 400 officers, and 12 forensic investigators. But taking a turn to weather here in the Northwoods, it's going to be a cool day, but more closer to average. To find out more on your day, let's go to Devin Biggs in our Weather Center. And I think, Devin, I'm saying cool, but it's really just cooler than it was last week.
Yeah, cooler than definitely what we were used to last week, though. In fact, yesterday didn't feel as bad, but this morning, maybe just cool enough where you might need a jacket as you out the door this morning, but the wind not too bad. A nice view of the sky cam notice. We're starting to see the first little bits of sunshine hitting some of the buildings over in Minocqua this morning, no. But again, as we take a look at our latest radar and satellite, we are seeing hardly any cloud cover for us. It's all across the southwestern parts in Minnesota and the parts of Iowa. So for us, it's staying away from us. High pressure right overhead, keeping things pretty good for us. But rain will be moving in by about 3 to 4 a.m. tomorrow morning. So nothing too ridiculous there, but we will be watching for that. But temperatures right now are in the middle 30s in Rhinelander, upper 30s in Eagle River. Lower 30s right at freezing in Tomahawk. A natural cool spot, though, in middle 40s over in parts of Wausau. Hourly forecast this morning starting off in the 30s and 40s. Warming up this morning into the middle 60s before we start cooling off.
Thanks, Devin. The Elko School District is now seeking a new district administrator. The previous superintendent, Stephanie Hubbard, announced her resignation. Hubbard's resignation takes effect July 1st after the school year ends. Typically, school staff positions are filled around January before the school year ends, and the Elko School Board has been able to identify a few candidates for the open position. The Rhinelander Area Scholarship Foundation is looking for new board members. In a Facebook post, the foundation says people who enjoy serving the community should consider joining the board. Being a board member also helps make a difference in the lives of Rhinelander High School graduates. Its mission is to raise money and contribute scholarships for local graduates. And if you have any interest in joining the Rhinelander Area Scholarship Foundation, contact a current board member, or you can email rhinelanderasf@gmail.com. The Edgar FFA chapter recently collected maple syrup from the school forest. The club is selling the maple syrup for $8 a pint at the high school office. The maple syrup is organic, gluten-free, and 100% Wisconsin maple syrup. Pick yours up soon because supplies are limited, and all proceeds go to the Edgar FFA. Well, coming up, we have some news you can use, including the steps Abbott is taking to start making baby formula again. Plus, as more parents are struggling to find baby formula, we'll warn you about some scams that are out there. Those stories and more consumer news after this.
Mel's Trading Post, a downtown Rhinelander landmark locally owned for over 70 years. Get your spring and summer sporting goods with ease from our experienced staff and get expert advice. Come down and see our great selection, open 7 days a week for your convenience.
At ADP, we use data-driven insights to design solutions to help you manage payroll, benefits, and HR today, so you can have more success tomorrow.
It's time for our Memorial Day sale on the Sleep Number 360 Smart Bed. Why choose proven quality sleep from Sleep Number? Because every Green Thumb, 5K, and all-day dance party starts the night before. The Sleep Number 360 Smart Bed senses your movements and automatically adjusts to help keep you both comfortable all night and can help you get almost 30 minutes more restful sleep per night. Sleep Number takes care of the science. All you have to do is sleep. During our Memorial Day sale, save $1,000 on the Sleep Number 360 Special Edition Smart Bed, Queen, now only $19.99. Only for a limited time. To learn more, go to sleepnumber.com.
When you have auto glass damage, trust SafeLight. In one easy appointment, we can replace your windshield and recalibrate your advanced safety system. That's great, thanks. Stay safe with SafeLight. Schedule now.
SafeLight Repair, SafeLight Replace.
Quicksilver Sports and Entertainment brings live pro boxing to Ho Chunk Gaming Wittenberg. General admission tickets are just $25. Go ringside for just $45. Meet the fighters at weigh-ins on June 24th. Then, on Saturday, June 25th, 8 bouts of non-stop action. And don't miss a special appearance by 4-time world champion Virgil Quicksilver Hill. This ain't pay-per-view. It's live pro boxing, Saturday, June 25th, only at Ho Chunk Gaming Wittenberg.
The queen of court TV is back.
You are a thief that won't pay your friend back.
The most decorated court show, the People's Court.
All you gotta do is pony up the proof.
Mel's Trading Post, a downtown Rhinelander landmark locally owned for over 70 years. Get your spring and summer sporting goods with ease from our experienced staff and get expert advice. Come down and see our great selection, open 7 days a week for your convenience.
And welcome back. A nice view this morning over in Minocqua. We're starting to see the daylight hitting some of the buildings. So as far as the sunshine is concerned, and of course, as we usually expect during this time of the morning, a beautiful sunrise from our sky cam. Seeing some clouds over in the distance. This is looking off towards the east, so maybe a little bit of fog in a few low-lying areas this morning. But otherwise, we're looking pretty good outside to start things off. Just a little bit cooler, though. You have to look all the way over into parts of Minnesota and Iowa to notice any rainfall this morning there. That will stay away from us as we have high pressure right overhead, keeping things looking rather nice for us. We have high pressure right about in here that's going to be pushing to the east. This right here is going to be moving more to the east and a little bit to the southeast too, but rain showers will be on the way for us as we do head towards tonight and tomorrow morning. By about 3 to 4 a.m. we'll start seeing that moving in. Then chances may start to back off a little bit as we head towards tomorrow afternoon. Those temperatures right now, though, are a little cooler out there in the middle to upper 30s, so definitely a little bit more refreshing. You might need a jacket this morning. Lower 30s over in Tomahawk, usually a natural cool spot. Same with Merrill at 33 degrees. Middle 40s in Wausau, though. The average high now being 67 degrees. We'll do the middle to upper 60s today, about where we should be for this time of the year. Upper 50s on the way for your Wednesday. Upper 60s Thursday. A few degrees cooler by Friday, then really starting to cool off a little bit by Saturday and Sunday to the lower to middle 50s. And back in the lower 60s again by Monday. And longer range forecast showing 60s, possibly 70s on the way. So the good news is this is as cool as it gets for those high temperatures, at least in the near term. But otherwise, though, the winds will not be a huge issue today at all. Looking rather calm, maybe a breeze at 5 miles per hour. It's tomorrow we'll have to watch, though. Maybe some gusty winds getting close to 15, maybe 20 miles per hour. And a few spots going from the south going toward the north. But futurecast would say looking pretty nice under a partly cloudy sky. So it's going to be a nice day to get outside. The winds will be a lot calmer, though. More clouds moving in later on tonight. Rain developing by about 3 to 4 a.m. Some areas will see rain, other areas will not. Mainly if you go along and north of Highway 8, lower chances for rain. But then you have your turn coming up Wednesday night with a few rain showers that could possibly develop. And now we'll begin to get out of here in a hurry. And then our focus turns to Thursday night and to Friday, where chances of showers and thunderstorms are possible, and some of those may turn strong to severe at times, though, with the system now be moving in by early in the morning on Friday. So we'll have to keep an eye on this, so before it begins to move out of here. And this is what that map does look like, though. So far, a 2 out of 5 risk out for parts of the viewing area, so we'll make sure to keep you posted on that as it does develop. We'll be watching for large hail and damaging winds, at least at this point. But for today, partly cloudy, highs in the middle 60s, and north breeze only at about 5 miles per hour. Later on tonight, rain showers on the way, lows only in the lower 40s, so not as bad, though. And a southeast breeze at about 5 miles per hour. And your Northwoods Furniture and Mattress 7-day forecast. There's a rain chance for your Wednesday. Highs just below 60 degrees. Will be in the upper 60s on Wednesday, or on Thursday, I should say, with a chance of rain. Then Thursday night and Friday, chances for thunderstorms, though. Again, some of those may get strong to severe, so we'll make sure to monitor that. Then drying out and cooling off for the weekend.